Hey guys, and welcome back. Well, Richard Pryor Jr. has apparently confirmed the reports of his encounter with Paul Mooney, but his statements seem to suggest all their relationship weren't entirely consensual. Now, he told TMZ, "Whatever happened in my life, it happened when I was young, way back before the 80s. When asked whether the relationship was consensual, Pryor Jr. replied, "How can any relationship be consensual if I was a teenager?" Now, we go back to a couple of days ago. Richard Pryor's ex-bodyguard, Rashawn Khan, has the internet buzzing after an interview where he stated Paul Mooney slept with Pryor's son, Richard Jr. Now, since the story circulated, Mooney has shot down the accusations. Now, Cassandra Williams, Mooney's publicist, told TMZ there is no validity to Rashawn Khan's statement as it relates to Mr. Paul Mooney. Now, Richard Jr., 58, has he said he confirmed it, not saying that he was molested, but saying that he was molested. Now, his father's widow, Jennifer Lee, confirmed the allegations by way of Twitter. Now, Rashawn Khan, ex-bodyguard for comedian Richard Pryor, offered up some dark details into the falling out between Pryor and Paul Mooney. Now, according to Khan, the Pryor and Mooney split came as a result of Mooney's molestation of his son, Richard Jr., back in the early 80s. Now, Khan said in an interview that began circulating on this week from JoJo Dancer on their relationship became fragile because Paul Mooney had sex with Richard's son by that time, adding Pryor felt violated as a result. It is important to know, however, the story was initially reported inaccurately by alluding to Mooney raping Pryor's son, but Richard Jr. was born in 1962 and had his alleged encounter with Mooney around 1986. Now, so from there on, whatever Paul Mooney was to Richard, and there was a time when Paul Mooney was Richard's best friend. So when Paul did what he did, it was a violation of their friendship first. And then my son, Khan, added. And in some circles, that's supposed to be dealt with. Now, Khan also noted that Pryor was furious to the extent that Richard didn't want Mooney on the planet anymore. As a result, the comic offered $1 million to whoever would do the dirty work and get rid of Paul Mooney. Now, ironically, Pryor's infamous burning incident occurred around the same time, which diverted his attention to seek revenge on Mooney and was devoted to rehabbing after suffering serious burns. Wow. I tell you, I believe my 2 cents is I believe this accusation. Anytime, someone says just like this, his son did go through some things in his life. So I believe him. I really do. I don't know why it's just coming up. Because instead of killing him, which he didn't do, and glad he did kill him. But I think he should have reported it, but him being who he was, this would have made it, but I think it's too many times children come out with someone famous molesting them, and it's just swept under the rug, Now, some of the comments on this issue, one person said, "Nah, F that. Molestation is serious. If he ain't clear about answering, then it ain't happened. He's a grown man now. F an insinuation, shaking my head. Now, another commenter said, I totally agree, brother. He already got the ball rolling. He's grown enough to speak in an affirming manner. Now, yet another commenter said, Richard Pryor Jr. was ambushed by TMZ in the middle of the street and asked to speak about serious childhood trauma in a crowd of people. He confirmed his molestation as discreetly as he could, and even acknowledged that it happened when he was underage. What more do y'all want from this man? Yeah, I agree with this commenter because, most people who are molested don't want to talk about the incident, and if he's kept this for as many years, hey, this was not a place for TMZ to attack this man and ask him to relive this trauma. Now, I am glad Richard did not kill Paul Mooney, but I still think he should have been dealt with legally. Yes, he should have. And do I believe that he did molest this guy? Yes, I do believe it. I mean, he just literally said it, but here's a situation where this has been kept secret for so many years, and now they're bringing it up. I feel for this guy, Richard Jr., and I hope that maybe one day he'll be able to, just come out and say, yes, he molested me, But, it's always, even, I'm just saying, in this famous family, I know why it was swept under the rug. This is not the only case of this, but, popular, famous or not, he should have been dealt with legally. But I just have this, and normally, children of molestation are not believed, so therefore they don't report it, So, but evidently Richard believed it, he knew it, and wanted him killed. I couldn't say if that wouldn't have been my reaction as well, first reaction. But this is a good time to say, ladies, don't trust anyone with your children. I don't care, best friend, family friend, cousin, aunt, hey, this goes on entirely too much, especially with a woman feeling so confident with her boyfriend, she leaves her children with them. And this happens, But my heart goes out to Richard Jr. and, maybe one day he'll be able to, I feel that statement he did. He said yes, but that wasn't cool for TMZ to ambush him in the middle of the street. I mean, if they couldn't call him and ask for an interview, I mean, this was a delicate subject. What do y'all think, guys? All right, well, that's all for me. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you will like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And as always, important, y'all, be blessed.